Next on WoodSongs, he wrote Tulsa Time and so many other great songs. Danny Flowers is here with the powerful voices of the McCRARY Sisters.
The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing.
The television broadcast of the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour is made possible in part by Kentucky Proud and the Kentucky Department of Agriculture, supporting Kentucky-grown farm products used worldwide and in your hometown. Acoustic Rainbow, introducing songs from independent artists and small labels to over 1,200 acoustic format radio stations worldwide. Online at acousticrainbow.com. Support is also provided by viewers like you. Information on how to become a WoodSongs partner and support the growth of grassroots music is online at woodsongs.com. And by Insight Communications, providers of cable, high-definition television and broadband internet service.
Here on the Louisiana Hayride, his name is Hank Williams, the drifting cowboy.
On the Grand Ole Opry, Bill Monroe and his Bluegrass Boys.
Hi, this is Bruce Hornsby. Hi, this is Kevin Moe.
Hey folks, this is Bela Fleck.
Hi folks, this is Sam Bush.
Hello, this is Odetta.
This is Joan Baez, and you're listening to the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour.
And now, gather the family around and sit back in your easy chair. It's time again for the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour, our worldwide celebration of grassroots music. Let's welcome folk singer, author, and tree hugger, Michael Jonathan.
Here's a very pretty and old song that was written in Appalachia that's all about the older generation that loves their families and their histories and their traditions and wants so much to turn it over to the young folks, but young people are just very busy in the tornado and activity of their lives, and they just aren't that interested. So the songwriter is hoping that although this love for the past is gone, it'll rise again in the hearts of all the young kids again. The song is called New Wood, Gone, Gonna Rise Again. I remember the year that my granddaddy died, and we dug his grave on a mountainside. I was too young to understand the way he felt all about the land, but I could read his history in his hand. He said, gone, gonna rise again. And there's corn in the crib and apples in the bin. Gonna rise again. And hay in the loft and cotton in the gin. Gonna rise again. There's ham in the smokehouse, hogs in the trough. You know he never had a lot, but he worked like a mule for the little that he got. He said, gone, gonna rise again. so I'm sitting on a ridge high above this farm. And I'm thinking of my people that have moved on, gone.
Gonna rise again.
You're like a tree that grows from the mountain ground. You know the storms of life cut you down, but the new wood springs from the roots underground, gone.
Gonna rise again.
I said the new wood springs from the roots underground, gone. Gonna rise again.
McCRARY Sisters.
And welcome to the historic Kentucky Theater. Here we are in our hometown of Lexington, Kentucky. We're coming to you from the crossroads of America's folk and bluegrass music, the Gateway City, to the majestic and beautiful Appalachian Mountains, where so much wonderful music and art comes from, which is why we're so proud to bring our broadcast to you around the world from our stage here at the historic Kentucky Theater, the center of this wonderful world of art and music. We celebrate this world of folk music, if you will. We liken it to a very precious diamond, and like a diamond, it has many different facets. It's folk and blues and bluegrass, country, Celtic, old-timey, new singer-songwriters, rock and roll and classical and opera if we want. This beautiful, beautiful, precious diamond of grassroots music, we found that if you ignore just one of those facets, you have ruined the true value of what this art, this music, this passionate global thing is. And so we celebrate it all. Artists come from all over the world to be on our stage. You don't have to be famous to be on WoodSongs. You just have to be very, very good, and all of that describes the very first of the two artists that we have to introduce their music to you. They are a legacy quartet. Their voices are spectacular. They've performed all over the world and with so many great artists. They've got a beautiful album called Our Journey, and they're going to do a Bob Dylan song called Blowin' in the Wind. Please welcome the McCRARY Sisters to the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour.
I wanna know how many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? Oh, I wanna know how many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? And how many times must a cannonball fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, how many years can a mountain exist? Tell me, before she's washed to the sea. Washed to the sea. And how many years can some people exist? Oh Lord, before they're allowed to be free. And how many times can a man turn his head? Oh my Lord, when he just don't see, just don't see. The answer, my friend, answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. I need a little help right here. Oh, yes, how many times must a man look up? I wanna know before you can see the sky. Yes, how many years
And Deborah, Regina, Frida, the McCRARY sisters. Let's say hi first to Regina singing the part of that.
Hi.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, I'm talking to you first because you just did the Bob Dylan song. You were on tour with Bob.
Yeah, for 7 years.
Yeah. Now let's back it up a little bit. 19 years old, you're on stage with Stevie Wonder.
Yes.
for 2-3 years. How does that happen? Who did you pay?
Right person called at the right time, and I answered the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they said, well, the Stevie Wonder thing, he called. And I didn't know it was him, and I thought somebody was playing with me. I hung up the phone in their face. and he called back.
He called back.
Yeah.
Said, no, really, this is
Yes.
me. Right. So, and then like 2-3 years later, the Bob Dylan opportunity came.
Yes.
And so how did that happen?
One of the background singers singing with him called me and said, we're on our way to Nashville, and Bob just got rid of a background singer, and he needs a new one. Are you interested? And I said, yes.
Did that phrase, he got rid of a background singer, that didn't worry you at all?
No. I really didn't know. I knew his music, but I didn't know him at the time.
Really?
Yeah, so.
So, like, what are you standing in front of 70,000 people one night and go, oh, that's who he is?
That's when it clicked in.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
Now, you grow up singing. You come from a very musical family. We're going to explore that with your sisters here in a little bit. But
yeah.
But so music was a very passionate, permanent part of your life.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. I love it.
And you've got this beautiful album, and Ann is going to sing the lead on this next one. So let's get back into your music. The new CD is called Our Journey. This is a tune called Bless 'Em All Y'all. It's the McCRARY sisters on the WoodSongs, Old Time Radio.
Grandma was a Baptist, Grandpa was a Church of Christ, Aunt Pearl's Pentecostal, Uncle Bill is Christian Science. Oh, next door we got Methodists and Lutherans down the street, Episcopalians, Presbyterians with the same good book to read. Brother Joe's a Jehovah's Witness, Brother Bob's Unitarian. We got Quakers and Shakers and Undertakers struggling with the world of sin. Bless them all, y'all. Bless them all. Nobody's gone so far wrong that God won't forgive. Oh, bless them all, y'all. Bless them all. We gotta all come together, find a better way to live. Now the Mayans have got problems with Hindus. Buddhists don't mix with the Jews. Well, Sikh get confused about Confucian. And the atheists got nothing to do. I believe there's one living God among us, wishing we could all get along, as long as we're singing His glory. Don't care what kind of song. Bless them all, yeah. Bless them all. Oh, bless them all. Bless them all. Nobody's gone so far wrong that He won't forgive. No, no. Bless them all. Bless them all. Bless them all. Bless them all. We gotta all come together, find a better way to live. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yes we have. The sweet Jesus was talking in heaven, working on a master plan to get all the saints together and have them all join hands. Show the world it ain't no difference, no reason for the fight. It's time to walk away from the darkness, start moving on into the light. Bless them all, bless them all. Oh, bless them all, bless them all. Nobody's gone so far wrong that He won't forgive. No, no. Bless them all, bless them all. Oh, bless them all, bless them all. We gotta all come together, find a better way to live. Well, we gotta all come together, find a better way to live.
The new CD is called Our Journey, and it's the McCRARY Sisters. Let's say hi to Sister Ann, who's singing lead on
Hello.
that. Beautiful job. So we were talking to Regina. You guys grew up in a very musical family.
Yes, we did.
Tell us about your dad.
Our father was one of the original members of the Fairfield Four.
Who graced our stage. Now, your dad passed away in the early 1990s,
He passed away in 1991, and the group continues on. Of course, you know that, but he was the glue that held them together for all of the years. Every time someone would leave, if it was the bass singer or whoever, he would go out and search and find somebody to come in and take his place.
So you saw the business side of the music, not just the music side.
Exactly.
So what was it like growing up in your home?
Oh, my goodness. First of all, we didn't think anything about all the different artists that came in. You know, we would have Shirley Caesar and James Cleveland and staple singers and so many. We never thought anything, you know, that they were stars.
Now home was in Nashville?
In Nashville.
So there was probably a big community of folks coming in and out your doors?
In and out all the time. But to us, our father was the biggest person we knew, you know, and beside him, you know, it was hard to measure up to him. So he was the one that we were amazed about.
Well, among the many things that you've been able to do, you got to sing back up with Johnny Cash, and right?
Yeah.
So being in that community certainly helped create careers for you.
Exactly. And being in Nashville, I have been a session singer, and I guess if you go home and look at your credits, you'll find my name and some of our names on a lot of different projects.
Well, the most important project right now is the one that is yours. And it's a CD called Our Journey. And now we're going to invite Sister Frida to come forward, and she's going to sing the lead on this next tune. It's called Broken Things. It's the McCRARY Sisters on the WoodSongs, Old Time Radio.
You can have my heart, though it isn't new. It's been used and broken, and it only comes in blue. It's been down a long road, and it got dirty on the way. But if I give it to you, will you make it clean and wash the shame away? You can have my heart if you don't mind, if you don't mind. Broken things, and you can have my life if you don't mind, if you don't mind the tears. Oh, I heard you made all things new, so I'm giving these broken pieces to you. If you want it, oh, you can have my so beyond repair, nothing I could do. I tried to fix it myself, but it all got worse. It got worse when I got through. So you walked into my darkness, and you speak words so sweet. Then you hold me like a a child until my frozen tears fell at your feet. But you can have my heart if you don't mind. Broken things, and you can have my life if you don't mind. The tears, you made all things new, so I'm giving these broken pieces to you. If you want, you can have my heart.
Frida McCRARY on the lead vocals on that. Their new CD is called Our Journey, and if you want to know more about the McCRARY sisters, and I know you do, aren't these voices just absolutely beautiful? Wonderful. Just visit our website. Go to woodsongs.com. If you click on the archive page, this is show number 646, and there you'll find ways how to contact the McCRARY sisters, find out about their new album, Our Journey, their tour schedule, their bios, which is all four of them have just magnificent backgrounds, as well as our next artist who's pulling double duty tonight. He's not only the guitarist behind the McCRARY sisters, but he is a bona fide brilliant artist and extremely successful songwriter in his own right. And among his many hit songs that he's done, I know you know this one in particular.
Living on Tulsa Time. Living on Tulsa Time.
Of course, that's the version that the great country star Don Williams did, but Eric Clapton also had a huge hit with the same thing. You're going to hear the songwriter who wrote the tune for these guys do it right now. It's from his CD called Forbidden Fruits and Vegetables. The song is Tulsa Time. Yeah, why not? It's Danny Flowers on the WoodSongs, Old Time Radio.
Somebody please put your hands together. Well, I left Oklahoma, driving in a Pontiac, just about to lose my mind. I was going to Arizona, maybe on to California, where the people all living so fine. My baby said it was crazy, my mama called me lazy, but it's gonna show them all this time. Cause you know I ain't a foolin', I don't need no more schooling. I was born to just walk the line. Living on Tulsa time. Living on Tulsa time. I'm gonna set my watch back to it, cause you know me, I've been through it, Lord. Living on Tulsa time.
Tulsa Time from the songwriter Danny Flowers. I'm so glad that you're here. Thanks for coming on the show.
My pleasure.
You couldn't help it because you were with the McCRARY Sisters.
I was driving. I drove them here. They're driving me crazy. So
yeah, well,
pay off.
You love each other. I could tell. So how did you hook up with the McCRARY Sisters?
I'm a fan. I just came every time they were singing. I'd show up, and eventually they kept saying, "It's him again." So I wouldn't go away, so they had me come in.
They had you come in. Let's talk about Tulsa Time for a minute. What was the setting of you writing that song?
Oh, it was mystical. I was stuck in a blizzard in a hotel in Tulsa, and I wrote it in a half an hour watching Rockford Files. Borrowed guitar, hotel stationery, little golf pencil. Just the way you do it, you know.
You're serious.
Yeah.
Sir, Rockford Files, the inspiration for a massive hit. So how did you feel? I guess Don Williams came out with it first, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was on the road with him at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and we were really in a blizzard, and we couldn't leave. And there was a club in the hotel. And we rehearsed the next day, and we set up before he came in. And I said, "Hey guys, let's play this song for a while till Don gets here." And he came in, he heard it, and he liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately wanted to record it. And then we were working with Eric Clapton in England.
Well, we're going to get to the Eric Clapton thing in a minute. I want to spend some time on that one. But it must have been a big rush for you to see not only was he interested in doing it, but it actually became a massive hit for him.
You know, I thought I'd stolen the melody, to be honest with you.
Well, you probably ripped it off the Rockford Files. It's probably one of the soundtracks of the Rockford Files. Well, we're going to get back to the music of Danny Flowers, more conversation. He's a close friend of Eric Clapton, and Eric also recorded that song, and he's got 2 new tunes that he's going to introduce to us as well in the second half hour, and more of the brilliant album, Our Journey from the McCRARY Sisters. Stay right where you are. We will be back right after this.
Hi, this is Judy Collins, and you're exploring the world of grassroots music with folk singer Michael Jonathan on the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour.
And there's a good friend of ours, Judy Collins. What a legend she is. Beautiful voice. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We're on the air all over the world celebrating grassroots music. We've got Danny Flowers here. We've got the McCRARY Sisters singing songs from their brand new album. Over 500 radio stations are airing our broadcast, plus American Forces Radio Network in 173 nations, every U.S. naval ship at sea. And we want to say hello to all the fine folks that are working out there. WoodSongs is online. If you go to woodsongs.com, you'll find out how our show works and all the volunteer nature of the crew. Isn't the volunteers of this show just amazing? Everybody that works with WoodSongs are volunteers. We have a great artist on our stage ready to play. He's got a CD called Tools for the Soul. This is a tune called Ready to Cross Over. Please welcome him back. It's Danny Flowers on the WoodSongs, Old Time Radio.
Thought that I had all the time in the world. Somehow it all flew by. I'm getting ready to cross over to the other side. Now my days are numbered, my time is at hand. God knows how hard I've tried. I'm getting ready to cross over to the other side. There'll be someone waiting for me with arms open wide. A guardian angel leading me up high. No more sorrow, suffering or pain, not another tear to cry. Return this body back to the earth. Lord, give me wings to fly. Now please don't you cry just because I'm leaving. We'll meet again someday. The soul never dies and love lives on forever. Will not fade away. There'll be someone waiting for me with arms open wide. Guardian angel leading me up high. No more sorrow, suffering or pain, not another tear to cry. Return this body back to the earth. Lord, give me wings to fly.
It's the music of Danny Flowers from his CD Tools for the Soul, ready to cross over. Danny, are you a prolific songwriter? I mean, does it happen a lot?
Not really.
Obviously, it happens good when it does.
No, what I do is I go through my life doing what I do and hope that when I hear something, I got enough sense to stop making the all-important grocery
So you could be
list.
really into the Rockford Files, and then you know that it's time to write a song.
It's just a tool, Michael. You know.
We stopped you mid-sentence when you were talking about your connection with Eric Clapton, who also recorded Tulsa Time.
Yeah.
So you're on the road with Don Williams. He hears you rehearsing the song. He decides to record it right away. Comes this massive hit. How did Eric Clapton enter the picture? Because there's a whole nother world going from country to
Well, Eric was a
pop and
fan
rock.
of Don's, and whenever we played in England, he would always come to the show and sit in with us, which was nerve-wracking to begin with. And then one night we went back to the hotel, and Don and Eric and I were sitting around, and Don said, "Play that new song." So I played this new song, and I got Don Williams singing harmony and playing rhythm guitar, and Eric Clapton playing slide, and I'm thinking, this is good, this is good. And then Eric said, "I love that song. I want to record it right away." And Don said, "Well, you can't record it right away because I'm going to record it." And I said, "Wait a minute. If you're going to argue, I'm not going to let either one of you do it." And that didn't work either, so.
Well, Eric ended up putting it out like 5 different times, right?
Yeah.
So like you're the guy to come to for a loan at this point, because this is like...
Lunch is on me.
Yeah. I mean, that must be a very rewarding thing, because you are a musician, you're an artist, but to have your songs take wings like that, that must be just... And to see it in go huge in country and then huge worldwide in rock, I mean, what does that feel like? You're sitting there, you're in the car, and
You know, the wonderful thing is I've never gotten tired of performing it and stuff. You know, I'm really fortunate. It's just, God bless me, and that's all there is to it. I got a pretty good French version of it by Lucky Blondeau that I'd like to share with you sometime later.
Yeah, well, that's what the encores are for. We're going to invite Regina and Alfreda to come up, and you're going to perform a song with two of the McCRARY sisters. Now, it's from his CD called Tools for the Soul. This is a tune called I Was a Burden. It's Danny Flowers on the WoodSongs, Old Time Radio.
I was a burden. I was a burden. I was a burden
till the Lord laid his hands on me.
I was a burden to my mother, or to my father, my sister and brother, yeah. Well, I was on dope, whiskey and wine. I'd given up hope, losing my mind. I was a burden
till the Lord laid his hands on me.
And I heard him say, heal yourself. It's what you should do. Forgive yourself the way I forgive you. Open your eyes, it'll be all right. You can see so much clearer when you're standing in the light. It's a burden
till the Lord laid his hands on me.
If you are weary, if you are hurting, come on and go with me. One thing for certain, yeah, he'll lift you up, set you free. He'll do for you what he's done for me, yeah. I was a burden
till the Lord laid his hands on me.
and I heard him say, heal yourself. It's what you should do. Forgive yourself the way I forgive you. Open your eyes, it'll be all right. You can see so much clearer when you're standing in the light. Yeah, 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 yeah. I was a burden
till the Lord laid his hands on me. Till the Lord laid his hands on me. Till the Lord laid his hands on
from the CD Tools of the Soul. Danny Flowers, if you want to know more about Danny Flowers and his music and his new album, just visit woodsongs.com. Click on the archive page. This is show number 646. We'll let you know everything about Danny, as well as the McCRARY Sisters. Of course, their dad was Samuel McCRARY, one of the early original members of the Fairfield Four, and they are going to give our audience a big treat because they're going to do one of the more popular Fairfield Four songs. It's called Dig a Little Deeper. Please welcome them back. It's the McCRARY Sisters on the WoodSongs, Old Time Radio.
Nearer to thee,
nearer to thee,
I long to be,
I long to be.
I wanna
dig a little deeper in the storehouse of His love, eternal love.
I want to shine,
I want to shine
with love sublime,
with love sublime.
I wanna
dig a little deeper in the storehouse of His love, eternal love. Hey, dig a little deeper in God's love. Dig a little deeper in God's love. I wanna dig a little deeper in the storehouse of His love, eternal love. Hey, talk
a little more like my Jesus would.
I wanna walk
a little more like a Christian should.
I wanna dig a little deeper in the storehouse of His love, eternal love. Hey,
I wanna
dig a little deeper in God's love. Dig a little deeper in God's love. I wanna dig a little deeper in the storehouse of His love, eternal love. Hey, talk
a little more like my Jesus would.
I wanna walk
a little more like a Christian should.
I wanna dig a little deeper in the storehouse of His love, eternal love. Hey, dig a little deeper in God's love. Dig a little deeper in God's love. I wanna dig a little deeper in the storehouse of His love, eternal love. Hey, talk
a little more like my Jesus would.
I wanna walk
a little more like a Christian should.
I wanna dig a little deeper in the storehouse of His love, eternal love. Hey, dig a little deeper in God's love. Dig a little deeper in God's love. I wanna dig a little deeper in the storehouse of His love, eternal love. Hey, talk
a little more like my Jesus would.
I wanna walk
a little more like a Christian should.
I wanna dig a little deeper in the storehouse of His love, eternal love.
Beautiful. Dedicated to their dad, Samuel McCRARY, one of the original members of the Fairfield Four, and these are his daughters on our stage. And let's say hi to Deborah. You were just singing the low end there. You were reaching down in the bottom stratosphere of the song.
That's me.
That's you. Now you are not overly pursuing a music career. You're sort of here because you love to sing, you love to be with your sisters, but it's not a full-time thing for you.
It's an honor to be with my sister. I work a lot. I'm a nurse, and
well, a nurse is a beautiful career. You help so many people.
Takes up a lot of my time. And when they invited me to come along, I was very happy to come.
Yeah. So was that a nerve-wracking thing at first to be standing in front of audiences? No. No. So Frida, was it fun having the fourth sister join and be part of it all?
Oh, of course. It's like she was so needed. So we're happy all the time when she can go out. And so far we've been lucky because she's been able to go out every time.
We're so glad that the four of you were able to show up here. They got a beautiful album called Tools for the Trade, and they're going to do a tune that is just hardcore rock and roll, but it's called Bible Study. Let's check it out. It's the McCRARY Sisters on the WoodSongs, Old Time Radio.
Put your hands together. Mama, get your daughter, cause we're going to Bible study tonight. Daddy, get your son, cause we're going to Bible study tonight. Preacher gonna teach us how to stop living wrong, live right. Shout hallelujah, cause you know we got the victory. Bop, bop, bop. Shout trouble's over, we will once bound, but now we see. Bop, bop, bop. Shout hallelujah, hallelujah, we've been with you. Bop, bop, bop. When the trumpet sound, the dreaded crash rise, we all join up to meet them. Live in paradise. Paradise. Shout hallelujah, cause you know we got the victory. Bop, bop, bop. We're gonna start at Genesis and go all the way to Revelation. All the way to Revelation. We're gonna talk about this world and how this light began. How this light began. We're gonna talk about Jesus, God's only begotten Son. Only begotten Son. The beginning and the end. For God loved the world, Jesus died for our sins. So shout hallelujah, He's coming back. He's coming back. Oh, Mama, get your daughter. Hey, Daddy, get your son. Gather around, everybody. Gather around, everyone.
Wasn't it great having the McCRARY Sisters here on the show? And Deborah, Regina, Alfreda, McCRARY. And wasn't it wonderful, Danny Flowers stepping up and being part of it, Mr. Tulsa Time. So much good music, so much good art. It's everywhere. It's in your hometowns, and it's in your communities, and it's all around us. It's within reach, and all you have to do is just go out there and not look for it, because it's there. It's giving it a chance. It's giving it a chance so that it can flourish and grow. You know, Danny told us a great story that, you know, he was kind of just, you know, in the hotel room, and he wrote this little song and got his friends to play it, and Tulsa Time turned into a global hit because he was willing to, you know, expose it to a different kind of audience. One of them was Don Williams, who introduced it to Eric Clapton, and it was just a magnificent story of the journey of a song. The McCRARY Sisters and their story, their dad, their family, their mom and dad, their home was a musical home, and it helped them flourish. And now they're performing with Johnny Cash and Bob Dylan and Stevie Wonder, and performing most importantly, they're performing together as a family and sisters. This world is changing in a fast, unruly pace, and a lot of people are losing their sense of home and community. We're the most transient generation in the world. Half of us divorce all the time. and we have neighbors that we haven't even met. Years ago, people built front porches on their homes, which was like the community stage where neighbors would gather and they'd get to know each other. And they don't even build front porches on homes anymore. We've lost the ability to get together and get to know each other, the way Danny's been able to make friends in the music business and the way the McCRARY sisters are able to have a family atmosphere in their music and let it go worldwide. Well, you've got that opportunity in your home. It's called a living room couch. It is the greatest stage in mankind's history because when your children are your audience, you are giving to them what Samuel McCrary gave to his daughters. And look, they're taking that gift all over the world. You can do that with your children simply by turning off the TV and singing to them and letting them sing back to you. Make music a real three-dimensional act in your home. My name is Michael Jonathan. I'm a folk singer. I am a tree hugger. And we'll see you next week on the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour. Thank you and good night.
You've been listening to WoodSongs broadcast number 646. Michael's opening song was New Wood from the WoodSongs CD.
Thank you for tuning in. There are so many talented artists that appear on our stage. It's very hard sometimes to pick the ones that appear on our TV broadcast. So what we're going to do is leave you with a performance from our huge online archive of past shows. We'll see you next time on the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour.
The new CD is called Bless My Soul. It's a wonderful album, and this is a tune called Same Boat. It's Angel Band on the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour.
My people came over in a rickety ship, shoulder to shoulder and hip to hip, brought what they carried, all they could hold, hoping to dig in the streets of gold. Some folks came over against their will. They didn't put down and they put down still, snatched away from the heart and home, working their lives down to the road. We're all in the same boat now. Gotta work together, put the shoulder to the plow, figure it out some way, somehow, 'cause we're all in the same boat now. We all came over in different ways. We want the same thing at the end of the day, to get this boat out on an even keel. Safe is how we all wanna feel. We're all in the same boat now. Gotta work together, put the shoulder to the plow, figure it out some way, somehow, 'cause we're all in the same boat now. We could be up a creek without a paddle, fighting up a uphill battle. Only thing that's left to do is to lean on me and I'll lean on you. We're all in the same boat now. Gotta work together, put the shoulder to the plow, figure it out some way, somehow, 'cause we're all in the same boat.
The television broadcast of the WoodSongs Old Time Radio Hour is made possible in part by Kentucky Proud and the Kentucky Department of Agriculture, supporting Kentucky-grown farm products used worldwide and in your hometown. Acoustic Rainbow, introducing songs from independent artists and small labels to over 1,200 acoustic format radio stations worldwide. Online at acousticrainbow.com. Support is also provided by viewers like you. Information on how to become a WoodSongs partner and support the growth of grassroots music is online at woodsongs.com. And by Insight Communications, providers of cable, high-definition television and broadband internet service.